Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so tomorrow we got a modern tournament we're playing in. We've not really done a whole lot of testing, honestly, for the tournament. So we're gonna do a little bit of testing. There's an inside joke between me and Carly and our buddy Joseph. We call her the Oracle because generally, whenever she says to play, we play and we do well with. She has told me that playing Boros Incinerators is what I'm going to do well with. So we're testing Boros Incinerator tonight. It's a deck that I played once really before I started streaming. I've not played it a whole lot. It doesn't feel much different than Mono Red Incinerator. The deck looks cool. I really like it. You get Path, Deflecting Palm, and Core Firewalker on the sideboard, which I automatically like. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna run it this way. It's really everything else is the same. Boros Charm is really cool because it also can double strike your Incinerator, so feels pretty good. I'm interested to try it and see what happens. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into a league here. Modern League, and we're gonna see what happens. Also, for what it's worth, I apologize. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so you guys are forced to watch me eat Burger King for the first game of this league. I'm actually going to mute my mic so I can eat here without completely disturbing you guys.
Just ping you. Upstairs.
I love this song.
Keep you safe here with me. You're dead. How did Reclaimer go? 2-3. You would not believe the decks we lost to, though, Will. We lost to Blue-Black Zombies, featuring Soul Diviner and Diregraph Captain, and we lost to Red-Black Liliana's Correct.
All right. We're gonna wait to finish eating until after this game. Hi and good luck. We're gonna mulligan this. Our opponent's on Luris, so this hand's a lot better. We're gonna keep this and put a Swift Spear back. I think we want to keep the third land because we have Silifire, or not Silifire, but because we have Shard Volley in our hand. Okay. All right, we're gonna say go. We're going to need this Incinerator to A, resolve, and B, do some work. Definitely feels like Shadow. Just maybe it's not. Maybe this is like Delver or Arcanist or something crazy. I don't know. Could be a lot of things, honestly. Okay. Gonna go for a counter spell already. Well, this game's not looking good. We put a spell on the bottom and drew 2 lands. Okay. We need this to resolve here. That's shocking. This has to be a counter spell. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what our opponent's playing. Appears to be Grixis cards they own. So our opponent's at a virtual 6 here. I mean, we are playing a lot of burn spells. Like, this is a weird burn deck, so like the ideas of us killing them from here are not crazy. Knowing that they have an extra 3 life when they need it, it's kind of not great, but yep. They have a ton of cards. They can pretty much cast Cling to Dust infinitely if they want to, which sucks, but I mean, We can technically play the Incinerator this turn, so... I mean, there's a good chance with 5 cards they have another counter spell, but... Snap Drown in the Lock. Yeah, okay. Okay. Opponents had a pretty low life total. I mean, they do have Cling to Dust in their yard that we know about, but they are at 4, so I mean, the thought of us winning this game from here doesn't seem completely crazy. 3 Boros Charms left in the deck. Play Seal of Fire. Well, we've drawn 3 Seal of Fires now, which isn't exactly where we wanted to be, right? Because there's one here, yeah. Cling to Dust. Yep, our opponent goes to 7. I can cast it again to go to 10. Our opponent's basically at a virtual 10. This literally just feels like Grixis Luris control, which is very interesting. Guess we'll say go here. I don't see a reason to play the land, but probably going to Cling to Dust a spell and draw a card here. At least I imagine they are. That's what I would be doing here. They can flashback or escape, Cling to Dust, and then they can always like snap Cling to Dust if they want to. Our opponent's at 7. We're gonna take the hit one more time here just to see. Put Luris into their hand. Okay. And if they attack, we're gonna happily go to 9 here, especially knowing that they have Luris in their hand. Okay. All right, another land calls for the concession here. Luris control. Interesting. Things that we want here include Skullcrack. Honestly, I won't lie, that feels like it. Incinerator doesn't feel great in this matchup, if I'm being honest. I think we're just going to bring in Skullcracks and take out 2. Feels bad, man? Yeah. Yeah. It's not, it doesn't feel like a good matchup, but I could be wrong. What you been up to today, Ben? Do 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 do. Went shopping. That's about it. Well, I went to work and I got my hair cut, and now I'm streaming. So, I mean, this hand feels good. I think we're gonna keep this. There's no creatures in it, but we draw lands like we did last game, we'll be rolling. Have you tried the new PPSH at all, Ben? The new gun in Call of Duty. Ooh, Shock Inquisition? No, probably gonna like Thought Scour or Spell Pierce or something crazy. Say go. Thought Scour me, that means they're trying to turn on Drown in the Lock. Remember when Call of Duty's had the guns they launched with? No more. I mean, to be fair, I also remember that. Kind of miss old school Call of Duty, if I'm being honest. So our opponent's at 8. And we have 16 points in our hand. We just have to draw lands to cast it with. Alright. That'll do. Okay. Our opponent's at 7, which means they've made our Boros Charm into another burn spell lethal, so. Interesting. So this allows us to go Skullcrack into Shard Volley. I mean, they have a million cards in their hand. Let's fetch. Let's get a basic Skullcrack our opponent. Having double Shard Volley here is not great. Okay. Don't have Force of Negation, blue card? Alright, cool. I haven't seen Force of Negation from them yet, so I have no reason to believe that they're playing it, but I don't think we want Path. I don't think we want, honestly, any of this stuff. Kind of wish we had, not gonna lie, kind of wish we had, like, Exquisite Firecraft in our sideboard. But you can't have it all, I guess. I mean, this hand feels really good. Multiple lands, bunch of burn spells, couple creatures. Well, they get a land out of it, because I imagine they're going to go to 19 and push this. Or they're going to go to 17 and bolt it. I mean, either way, like, it is better for them to get the Goblin Guide off the field there. Sprite Dragon. Interesting. Okay. So they do play win conditions. We're going to shock here. Our life total doesn't feel terribly relevant. Like, not to say that it's not in some way, but I just feel like it's better, better to have 2 white lands. For God only knows what. mean, let's slam it. They've let everything else resolve before this. We still do have 10 points in our hand as backup, though. Ether Gust? We're gonna bottom that. I don't really want that card in this matchup. Like, if I'm being honest. Not really something I want at all in this matchup, honestly. Well, we're playing Burn the rest of the way. And, I mean, I guess there's a couple creatures to clean to dust here if they really want to, but... Sunken Ruins. People keep playing that card. Target me, okay. We go to 13. We're going to say go here. I mean, if we were going to draw a land, that was our best draw. Yeah, we go to 10. All right, we need to close the game out quickly because they probably aren't far from killing us. Like a bolt or two does it. Interesting. I mean, let's go for it. Counterspell and bolt's lethal, so. Yep. All you need is a bolt now. You got 5 on the board. Bolt's 5 more. Don't have the bolt. Okay, interesting. If they have 2 counterspells, they have 2 counterspells. There's nothing we can do about it. No spell pierce, please. Yay, we did it. Woo! I'm not going to lie, I did not think we were going to win that match. That worked out a lot better for us than I thought it was going to. Our opponent was playing like Grixis Control with Sprite Dragons? I don't know, that was an interesting deck. That honestly, man, I feel like I've just got something stuck in my ear. That's honestly something I'd really like to play. We might stream that sometime. Play like Grixis Control or like Grixis Sprite Dragon stuff. I don't know if like those decks play Delver or not, but would be cool to play something like that. Well, we're 1-0 with Boros Incinerator.
Wait, no, because if their last card was a burn spell, I would have just died, right? If their last card was any burn spell, I was just dead that turn. Oh, Vapor Snag. I mean, I can't play around it, right? I'm dead on board, so...
Can't play around it. I'm dead on board. I mean, I didn't see the board or the board state, but guy's pretty good, so I'll take his word for it. Well, it's back-to-back games. We're on the draw. Hi, and good luck, opponent. This hand is very good. It does not have turn 2 Incinerator, but it is a very good hand. I'm pretty inclined to keep anything that has triple haste threat, so. Our opponent has no companion of note. Something to keep in mind. Prismatic Vista, okay. Into Forest. Utopia Sprawl, okay. Just a green-white collected company deck. feels like Green-White Company. Ranger Captain of Eos. Now we can play Goblin Guide into Bolt. Your opponents can't cast non-creature spells. Get Walking Ballista, okay. So we're going to fetch and shock here. Our life total is not super relevant in this matchup, like it can be, but it's not super relevant. Like, it's not like we lose because they run us over or something. Like, man, Goblin Guide, you're not being my friend right now. I'm going to need you to help me out a little bit, buddy. A single white? Is this like Giver of Runes or something? Giver of Rune? Whatever that... I think that's what it's called. Play Misty Rainforest. They're going to get a forest. Play that on their Utopia Sprawl Forest. Named white on the last one. Name green. 4 mana, Collected Company. Walking Ballista for 2. Okay. And they play the Utopia Sprawl. Just going to get a mountain this time. Swiss Spear. Into Skewer you. Or, I'm sorry, into Lava Spike you. Now they get to kill one of these, but we get to... They take 5 and go to 4 here, which makes our Walking Ballista lethal. I mean, our Boros Charm, not our Walking Ballista, makes our Boros Charm lethal. Hit another land. Hopefully they don't have, like, infinite life or some dumb stuff this turn. Would really like to get game 1 here against Heliod decks. Against the Heliod combo, getting game 1 is really big. Doesn't happen very often. Alright, 4 cards, 2 of them are lands. We're going to attack and see what they do. Drawing another land is not exactly what I had in mind, but I have access to 5 mana here. It's probably Collected Company if I had to guess. And when they cast anything, yeah, we're going to Boros Charm them. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, cool. Against this deck, Skullcrack stops their infinite life combo. Path is just a good card. Incinerator seems really good in this matchup. Gonna be honest, I think the creatures are probably our worst slots, which is sad to say. Let's try it like that. We'll leave in the burn spells and try to go upstairs. I don't think they play Leyline or anything like that, so I don't feel like it's worth to do that. This hand has 4 lands in it, but it also has a turn possible for turn 2 Incinerator. We get 2 looks at any 3 mana burn spell. So I'm actually kind of inclined to lead on Goblin Guide here, since we drew it. Ranger Captain of Eos. They didn't play a Sprawl or anything, so I just kind of want to leave it alone. And we wouldn't have drawn into it, so we made a pretty good decision there. We're going to fetch for a basic here. Path. Alright, we're not going to fetch for a basic. Yep. We're going to say go. This way we can play Incinerator this coming turn no matter what. We'd really like to hold the Skullcrack, though. Ranger Captain of Eos. Admittedly, their draws have not been great against us. We'd really like to draw a 1-drop here. Because if we do, it allows us to... Rift Bolt isn't exactly what I had in mind. I mean, it would have been nice to be able to Searing Blaze their thing here, but we're just going to suspend this, which is fine. Chandra's Incinerator is, like, honestly a house in this matchup. Alright, so they still have access to 3 mana after that. 4 mana now. Collected Company during the main phase here. It's not good for us. They could just gain infinite life right here. There's not much we can do about it. Yeah, so they get to essentially go to 14, which is fine. We really need to draw a removal spell here. Deal 3 damage to that, he goes to 13, and then we get to attack for 6. I think we need to kill the Conclave Mentor because Conclave Mentor gives him the highest upside. Playing a 3/3 Walking Ballista. Okay. Spell, please. We do not have a redraw this time around. Wow. Man, that's a lot of lands in 16 cards. 4, 6, 9. 9 and 16 cards. There's only 20 in the deck. It's kind of rough. Yep. I mean, it's unfortunate, but we do get to clear their board off this way. So, I think there's still one mountain left in the deck we can fetch for. There's no Searing Blaze in our deck, so we're not worried about that. They have a Windswept Teeth in their hand and something else. Hopefully it's not a Collected Company. Hopefully they're drawing just as dead as we are. Yep. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. 4 Boros Charms left in the deck. They drew something they can play. Conclave Mentor, okay. They still have a Windswept Teeth that they're not playing for some reason. We don't have anything left in the deck to fetch, but we're going to play it anyway. Bolt allows us to interact with their creatures if they do anything, so... We're just going to say go here during their upkeep. We're going to try and kill them. Skullcrack you for the dub. All right, cool. Well, we won a match that I don't feel like is very good for us, if I'm being honest. That's a tough one to win. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Incinerator really helped. I still don't know if it was right to attack with the Incinerator there in the turn when they just had 6 power to block and we had nothing. Maybe we wait and try to hold out, but they just get to start putting counters on their Walking Ballista every turn, so I don't feel like that's a great plan here.
Very short intermission. I have to use the restroom, and when we come back, Amulet. Alright, stay tuned. I'll see you in a little bit. Skirt.
It's like mono green amulet. That's interesting. Ooh, Rocket League. Rocket League's on.
The blank, I don't want box because Jorby took that.
You got Cube, you got Station, you got Arena, you got Arcade.
Oh, okay.
Just
Here we
put a
go.
number on
You know
it.
what? We've never seen something in the shape of a...
All right. College Rocket League is not my favorite, but while we're waiting on our matches to start, I feel like it's better than nothing. Well, third time in a row we've been on the draw. Hopefully we can get a third win here too. Our opponent chooses to play first. Hey, and then good luck, have fun, in all caps. All right. Our opponent is, I don't know, taking their time, doing something, having a sandwich. Who knows what they're up to? Well, damn. Our opponent's taking a hot minute here. It's not what I wanted. Okay, cool. This hand's phenomenal. We're gonna keep this. Ooh, our opponent reveals Yorion. Okay. Could mean lots of things, honestly. Doesn't necessarily mean anything good or bad for us, but oh my god, I wonder if it's that Yorion Scape Shift deck that we played against the other night. That was something else. Get to attack. Ephemerate. Definitely not Scape Shift. Anything with Ephemerate sounds annoying as crap. Not a, like I like Ephemerate and I think it's a cool card, but it annoys the piss out of me if I'm being honest. All right, pull up Ephemerate. Prismatic Vista. Name blue. Okay. Feels like a counter spell. It does. It really does. I'm gonna try and get as many points as we can here. Play Seal of Fire. Then we're gonna try to go to our combat step there, partner. Forest Stomping Ground. Oh, blue-red. Something quick. Omen of the Sea. Gonna do it with the trigger on the stack. That's actually pretty cool. Like that. What's up, buddy? Hey, what's up, Bryson? How are you tonight, man? Okay. Reveals Spreading Seas. Joke's on them, I have another land. But I do like where their head's at. Like spreading seas is good. Oh god. Playing against this, Jesus Christ. Kill me. Gonna get Skyclave Apparition here. Charming Prince. Alright, we can beat that. I mean, it's annoying, but we can beat it. Okay. So we're starting here, obviously. 9, 6. Are they just dead? So they go to 9. Then they go to 6. And then they take 5 and go to 1. And I'm retarded and can't count. Ah! Miscounted. Oh well. Our opponent's at 1 on turn 3. We have 6 points in our hand, even if it takes us 20 turns to get there. So, add 1 mana of any color. Okay. Hallowed Fountain tapped, because you can't pay life for things you don't have. Sack that, get a 4-drop. Up to a 4-drop? Or is it 1? Renegade Rallier? Renegade Rallier, return, Charming Prince. Actually doesn't seem bad. That's actually a pretty sweet little combo. I like that. I can get on board with that, honestly. Then they get to ephemerate this. Then they get to gain 3 more, go to 7. Alright. That's good. I mean, It annoys the living piss out of me, but it's good. So we're going to play this. We're going to kill the Charming Prince. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to kill this. And then we're going to attack for 4. They're going to block the Goblin Guide, go to 5, and then we're going to suspend a Rift Bolt. The other option was to suspend both Rift Bolts, and then hope to draw into, that was 6 points, 8 on the board, 8 with a Sillifier, and then hope to draw a 1-mana burn spell. Really? And I didn't suspend Rift Bolt. I clicked 2. God, I'm retarded. So they're going to go back to 6 for free here, basically. Yep. Would have been nice to have that. This feels like an Omnath deck for sure. Okay. 4 cards in hand. Sack Abundant Growth. Interesting. Honestly, didn't know you could do that. Eternal Witness. Return Ephemerate to your hand. Yep. Because Ephemerate represents you being at 12. And our opponent's at 12, so... Drawing 3rd Rift Bolt was not what I wanted. Our creatures are basically never getting in again, so we're just going to play Bad Burn here and say go. Wow, you have another Ephemerate? Jesus Christ. So I lied. Our opponent's basically at 18. I mean, we can still win the game. It's just going to take a lot of burn spells and a lot of grinding. Okay, never mind. They're just going to keep doing this over and over again. I'm not interested in playing this game. I hate decks like this. Like, people that play decks like this, like, literally, like, hope they get fucking taste buds in their assholes. Alright, we're going to bring in Skullcrack, and I don't think we want anything else. Incinerator seems fine. I guess we'll cut a Goblin Guide and a Swift Spear here. I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem... Seems good to be able to Searing Blaze all their shit out of the way. I mean, this hand seems tolerable. One Spreading Seas ruins our day, but we'll try it. Our opponent mulligans. That's good for us. Not many Yorion decks mulligan. Playing Yorion comes at, like, literally no cost. Like, you add a few lands and you play some more synergistic cards with what you're trying to do. Like, deck building, like, you don't have to build around Yorion, like, in any way. Like, it comes at 0 cost to you to deck build around Yorion. Like, literally 0. You cannot change my mind about that. Like, why does Abundant Growth draw a card when it comes into play? I don't understand that. Like, what value does it drawing a card add, really? Like, I mean, I understand it makes a card insane, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. Like, everything has to cantrip, or it's just not playable, and that's completely ridiculous to me. Like, it makes the game, like, not fun and interactive, in my opinion. Cast a Spectacle, and then we can hold up Skullcrack here in case I, like, gain some life or do some dumb shit. Honestly, 80 cards is kind of an advantage, so you can have a diversity of threats and answers. Yeah, I mean, like honestly though, like it really is. Like that's kind of like my point is that like putting Yorion into your deck comes at no like there's none like there is no disadvantage to that in any way. So I think we're just gonna say go here so we can hold up Skullcrack. Normally I'd want to just slam it, but I think it's better to hold it here. Our opponent's at 11, which means our opponent's at 7. Skullcrack puts them at 4. Boros Charm puts them at dead. So if they don't have something, so they do have something here. Gonna Skullcrack you in response. You can have our Boros Charm. Yep. We're just gonna say go. We really needed them not to have like Tide Hollow Sculler. Like where were all these decks last night when we were playing Blood Moon? Like would have been nice to like play it against this deck when we were playing Blood Moon. Yep. We're gonna Seal of Fire this so we can have our Boros Charm back. They're gonna go to 11, then we're gonna put them to 7. Then they're at 5, so if they don't have another blocker, a burn spell off the top does it. Wow. This is like 5-color life gain we're playing against. Like you're playing the dog, you're playing Charming Prince, and you're playing Kitchen Finks. Like this is pretty ridiculous if I'm being honest. Like somebody playing Burn hurt this kid. Yeah, and we drew a land. Alright, yeah, that was not the matchup for us. I mean, to be fair, if he plays a league of 5 Burn opponents, he'll probably win the game. If he plays against blue-white control, he'll lose on the spot, so... I guess people take those deck building chances, like people take those deck building risks, I guess. Wonder what college Rocket League looks like right now.
Tag team, baby. This is a travesty. It is a travesty and mockery. Do not stand for this. Demolition demons. Come on. Come on, yeah. Let's go. No. No. That was after. That was after.
He said stop. No, it doesn't count. He said stop when I was at 3:34.
Wow, I have no idea what's happening there, and I don't want to know. Yeah, that matchup was not winnable. Like, I mean, I guess, like, Maybe if we had like turn 2 like Incinerator against that draw, we could have done something, but that was rough. All right, well, this is the 4th game in a row we've been on the draw, which is unfortunate, but I mean, this hand's good. We have turn 2 Incinerator rolled up with multiple burn spells to back it up, so we're gonna keep this. Luris, hope it's not a Thoughtseize deck. Like burn? I'm completely okay. Oh, they're probably playing the Kiln Fiend deck, I bet. Like Kiln Fiend, Prowessy stuff. They look at my card? They did look at my card. What are we drawing? Scalding Tarn tells them nothing about my deck. Alright. We're gonna say go. Love that card? Which card is that? How's the Incinerator package against GDS? Seems better than normal burn. Yeah, Incinerator actually really helps against burn, like against GDS. If I'm being honest, it's actually kind of nice. I mean, like a 1-mana 6/6 is just pretty good against Shadow, so kind of like helps block. It helps do a lot of things, like a lot of like the problems that you have in that matchup. Like it really helps shore those up. So we're gonna play Skewer the Critics. We're going to play Incinerator, and then we have multiple backup spells here. What card do you love, Bryson? Love Incinerator? Oh, I got you, yeah. I mean, the card is honestly insane. Like, the card's crazy at what it does. Like, it's just not always... It's a very, like, format-dependent card, in my opinion. Like if you play against like burn or like other aggressive strategies, Incinerator's insane. Like it Searing Blazes all of your shit. Like they have double bolt here. All right. I mean that's unfortunate, but they're wasting 2 burn spells from their hand to kill our Incinerator here. So Abbot of Carol Keep. Okay. We're gonna play this, so that puts our opponent basically at 3, which means any 3-mana burn spell off the top wins the game. Okay. This feels like a very weird deck. I'm gonna take this on the chance that we can kill them here. Because I mean, at best, they can what put us to 14, and then we take 6 and go to 8. Then having to use Sunbait Canyon also makes Sillifier lethal off the top. So yeah, I mean, Deflecting Palm, Firewalker, Path, all gonna be good in this matchup. And see, it would have been nice to have had Incinerator around, because if we have Incinerator, then our Skullcrack just kills their threat too. So yeah, take 6, go to 7. And that's lethal. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about them having to use Canyon. Also makes like any of our haste threats, Goblin Guide or Swift Spear lethal. Winning game 1 in the mirror like this is really big. Okay. We want Deflecting Palm. We want Core Firewalkers and Path Exile. We do not want Boros Charms or Skullcracks. Probably want to cut an Incinerator. We're bringing in a lot of cards that don't play to Incinerator. Yeah, I think we'll try it like that. We still want to have some number of incinerators in just to try and help. Oh, Lord. This is really good for the mirror. I like this. We have 4 removal spells in our hand. Like, when I look at this hand, that is what I see. I straight up see 4 removal spells. Doo 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 da 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 da. All right, opponent. Let me see what I'm gonna draw, please. It's not your turn. 6 F6 6 F6 whatever it is on your computer. Lord. I think I want to save Path for something more relevant. Like if they are playing Kiln Fiend or something like that, I really want to be on that. Like I really want to save Path for that. Like, and if we draw anything that's not Chandra's Incinerator, I'm just going to Seal of Fire their Swiss Spear during my turn. They might have something to pump it up with, and if they do, cool. They're wasting it on my turn. Yep, see, they're spending their spells on my turn as opposed to playing it during their turn. Yep, attack for 2. Soulscar Mage? Light up the stage, okay. Interesting that they're choosing to play Light up the stage in this deck. And, like, again, if that's what they want to be doing with their turn, then cool. Like, they're taking 2 life to keep one of their creatures around, which is fine. Like, we would have preferred not to have drawn a 5th land, but... Wooded Foothills off the Abbot is fine. Unless our last card's a Mutagenic Growth, we're going to get away with this, yeah. It's like, we could use our path, but I don't know that it's necessary. Alright, deck. Like, this is the kind of garbage that loses us games. Like, drawing 6 lands in 11 cards. Like, we've drawn more lands than we have spells. Like, that is the world that we are living in right now. I kept all 4 of those spells, too. Like, wasn't like we drew one of them. We had 4 spells in our opening hand. Feels like they're putting Luris into their hand. Luris and an Unknown in their hand. Well, we're definitely using this as a blocker. So, there's that. I don't care if it's a terrible block and we're going to lose our Goblet Guide. With 2 more lands in our hand, there's not a chance we're going to win this race, so we have to block. I remember when the Prowess mechanic got announced. I don't remember when it got announced, but I remember, like, playing with the cards for the first time that had Prowess. It was a very exciting feeling. Honestly, changed red forever. Whew. Probably going to play Luris and then play Swiss Spear. Well, I mean, it's his only play, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but And he's probably just going to try and kill me this turn. He's got 2 more cards in his hand. It's not completely unfathomable to think that he's going to just go for it here. He can sack a mountain to dart me here. Yeah, I go to 11, then I go to 9. Need this to be like Anger of the Gods, quick. Kill Luris, play this tap, say go. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what draws from here look like to win us the game. I don't know what draws look like not only for us, but what they also look like for our opponent. Like, how bad do our draws have to be from here for us to win this game? How bad do their draws have to be, and how good do our draws have to be for us to win this game? Is Boros Charm? Boros Charm's lethal, right? Go to 5. No, go to 5, take 4, go to 1. Well, that's definitely lethal. Yep. You bet, dude. Under 7 lands, you win. Deflecting Palm would have been sweet. I think we're just going to run it back. We want all the cards in our deck. We just need to not draw 7 lands. If we manage to draw like 3 lands and stop, we'll probably win this game. Oh, Johnny Boy's live. Really like when a new set comes out. I like all the fun and testing that comes with it. I think this hand's really good for the mirror. Just gonna fetch a mountain. Well, yo, I need a fetch shock here. I'm actually not gonna do it. I'm just gonna play Arid Mason and say go. If they play something for us to kill, then I will. But if they don't, I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna fetch a Sacred Foundry tapped if that's the case. Need to be able to play Firewalker if I draw it. Okay, interesting. So they are definitely going to win the game with creatures on the field, so... we're going to play 2 Seal of Fires and say go here. We have 12 points in our hand, and with 2 Seal of Fires on the field, our opponent's basically at 16. But they could just play Core Firewalker right here and ruin our day. We're just going to start slinging our spells upstairs. Because I don't know what else we're doing. So, we have 9, 11, 13. Our opponent's basically at 1. They could have Deflecting Palm. I mean, hell, they could be playing Lightning Helix at this point for all I know. They could just be playing, like, prowess creatures in their burn deck. Like, it's hard to say, like, what they're actually up to. Well, we confirmed have lethal. They're at 8. Okay. Well, we played burn and our opponent played nothing and then played, like, creature on turn 2 and then... Or, I'm sorry, was that... Yeah, I don't know. Like, we've just had burn spells to play. They can't, like, Deflecting Palm us or anything, so... Thanks for playing. Let's say I have, like, a single white mana here, like, gain some life, but even then I can just Seal of Fire in response, so it doesn't matter. All right. Well, we're 3-1 with Mono Red Incinerator. I'm sorry, Boros Incinerator. Feels like it's going pretty well so far. Can't really complain. I'm actually we're gonna take a small break here. Like when I say small break, I mean like 30 seconds. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. All right. Let's go. We're gonna finish off our league here. We're 3-1. We've had a pretty good start. We're hoping we can finish with the 4-1 here, but no guarantees. What is happening in the world of college Rocket
I
League?
do think
It's just a little bit different.
just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Listen,
College
I
Rocket
do
League
think
Spring.
that Florida Poly can totally take this series. I just have a little bit more faith in South Florida here. I think that they can. This is the start of a very momentous run late in the season, so I kind of putting a bit more expectations on them with that. But there's no denying the fact that this series has the potential to go 5 games, and I think that that'll be something that we see really soon. Again, guys, let us know what you think. Obviously on Twitter using the hashtag CRL21, but as you guys do that, please make sure to keep the sound on. We're going to throw it to our first 2 casters for the day, Subi and Stacks. Take it away.
Demolition Demon and Grease Lightning coming your way as Hulk Hogan's alma mater, South Florida. I say alma mater. I don't think he actually graduated. He's probably attended a class there. Takes on
Lol.
Florida Poly.
That's
This
hilarious.
is going to be a fun one, Subi.
Only you would know that, and I am so happy that you did, because it just makes this...
All right. Well, we have officially been on the draw for all 5 matches of this league. I'm on the draw. I think we can keep this. Needs a little bit of help, but we'll get there. Or we won't. Either way. Hope we get there. Ooh, where's his mine, huh? Whatcha? Spike you. Nothing says you mean it more than Lava Spike. I take that back. The only thing that says you mean it more than what? Alright, so we're playing against Eldrazi-tron. That are some schmuck playing Chalice in the main of his Tron deck. So, feels like we're definitely playing against Eldrazi-tron here. There it is. Turn 2 Chalice into turn 4, turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer? Yeah. Bet your mother didn't love you, did she? Well, we're going to bring in our 4 smashes. And we're going to bring in our 4 smashes and our 2 paths. See if they're good enough. Gonna have 5 mana available. Play Power Plant, play Thought-Knot, or play Reality Smasher. Put us to 10. And there's no way we can race. Karn, okay. I mean, this feels like a concession inbound, but we'll play it out. I mean, if we draw a Boros Charm, like, I guess there's some possibility that we're in this game. Guess Skullcrack would be okay. So Suspend Riftbolt is difficult because... And I guess it's not that bad because then we can cycle our land to draw a card. So we need to cycle into Boros Charm land. I hate that these decks play that card. I mean, it makes sense, I just hate it. Am I about to get hit with an Ulamog? Alright. We're packing it in. Thanks for playing. Well, it wasn't going to be a land or a Boros Charm, so we were done. Alright. We want smashes. We want path. We do not want Skullcrack. Skullcrack is not good in this matchup. And our creatures are mediocre. At least I feel like they're mediocre in this matchup. Some people think that creatures are the way to go. And when I say creatures, sorry, I don't mean Chandra's Incinerator. Chandra's Incinerator is a 1-mana 6/6, so it's with Searing Blaze attached to all of our burn spells. I think we'll keep this just because we can fire off all of our 1-drops before Chalice comes down. This hand has to have a little bit of help. I don't think this hand wins without some help, so... Say go. Same game started the same way last time. Well, that's not good. We wanted to see basically anything but another land, so we'll wait and see if they play Chalice here. If they do, we'll fire off our Bolt. See what they go for here. Alright, opponent, it's your turn. You can at least click through your phases in a timely manner. Really, they're going to crack your map. Alright, well, they're going to have Tron on turn 3. Draw a Blood Moon off the top that we didn't sideboard in. our opponent to 15. They go to 12. Then they're at 8. Then they're at 6. I mean, it's not unreasonable for us to win this game from here. We just need them to not have, like, Worm Coil Engine or something. Or if they do, we need to draw one of our forced Skull Cracks or Smashes. Path would actually be reasonable if they had Worm Coil here, so we have 10 outs here. Chalice on one. Yeah, sure. Five mana. Is this Karn or Reality Smasher? Chalice on 2? Well, it's going to be a lot tougher to win this game now. Takes a lot of our stuff off the table here. So they're at 6, and we have 7 cards that can kill them from here. Lava Spike ain't it, Chief. I was really wondering why they waited to play Chalice after they assembled Tron, but it makes sense if they're going to play both of them like that. 3, 6, 8, 10. Is this Ulamog again? I was like, my God. I was like, man, I don't know what to say about that kind of stuff. I was like, that's nonsense. 7 mana? Karn? Worm Coil Engine. Walking Blister for 3. Well, this needs to be Rift Bolter Skewer followed by Rift Bolter Skewer. Have to be some hellacious draw steps here for us to get out of this, but it is possible. We go to 10. Yeah, there's no way for us to get out of this, is there? Yep, we're going to concede here. Them having both of the Chalice there, like both the Chalices, was pretty good. I mean, we went 3-2 with the deck. The deck felt pretty good. We started off winning a couple, like we won a couple matchups we shouldn't have won, I felt like. And then we kind of got a free one around 3. And then we lost to... Oh, we lost... Or no, I'm sorry. We got rolled round 3, got a free one round 4, it felt like. When we played against the Prowess Mirror. Prowessy, like, burn thing that they were playing. Round 3, we played against, like, Ephemerate Life Gain, which was terrible. We never saw an Incinerator, so we got rolled. And then that last round, we lost Eldrazi-tron. I actually don't feel like Eldrazi-tron is a terrible matchup. You play 4 Smashes in the sideboard, and you play Path. So, I mean, I don't hate the Eldrazi-tron matchup. But that was all the Magic tonight. It's a pretty short night for Magic. Deck felt good. It's definitely what I'm going to play this weekend. As I said earlier, the Oracle has spoken, so we're going to stick with it. So I'm probably going to take about a 5 or 10 minute break here, get something to drink, grab some water, come back, and when we do, we're going to be playing Call of Duty. They came out with a new gun, and I'm interested to try it. So stick around. We'll be playing some Call of Duty. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys.